Say you're in the line for Space Mountain and you're just waiting, you've never been on the ride. That kind of feeling, that suspense and that feeling in your stomach, you're just like, oh God, what am I going into? That's the feeling of waiting on an audition.
Auditions, they make some people feel like this.
Nerve-wracking.
Nervous? I don't know, like I'm put on the spot and I'm just like really nervous.
Nervous, sometimes confident.
They can also make some people feel like this.
I feel anxious, like not nervous because I prepared for it, but at the same time, I want to make sure that I live up to my own expectations and not come up short because I know what I prepared for.
So whether it's for your district band, all-state band, college band, or even your school band auditions, I want to give you some tips that will help you have the best audition possible.
Tip number 1. Be prepared and know your music.
Know the material. The more prepared you are, the better the audition will be. Make sure you find out exactly what is required in the audition. So, I recently judged 2 round 1 all-state band auditions, 1 middle school and 1 high school. There were quite a few people who didn't know that they were supposed to play the chromatic scale. So, gotta find out what the requirements are before you go to the auditions. Make sure you know exactly what is required. Now that you know what's required, learn your scales. Watch my scales video for some techniques on how to make learning scales easier. Find a recording and listen to your prepared piece. If there is no recording, ask someone to make one for you. Your band director, your private lesson teacher, your favorite Instagram or YouTube player. Ask someone to make a recording of it for you, because when you hear it, it helps so much. Once you know what your piece is supposed to sound like, of course it makes it a whole lot easier to play. Now, add the dynamics, the articulations, all the little things, the feeling, the passion, all the things that are going to take your audition over the top. If you go in just playing the notes, anyone can learn the notes and play the notes. That's not enough to be the best. And to have the best score in your audition, you want to add the feeling, add your interpretation, make the music do something, make someone feel something with your music. That's very important, and it definitely will take your audition to the next level.
Tip number 2.
Tip number 2 is to practice your sight reading. Maybe not all auditions have sight reading portions, but a lot of them do. And of course, the better sight reader you are, the better player you are. So you want to practice your sight reading. How do you do that? Practice your rhythms. Make sure you can count. Make sure you know all of your notes. If you practice your chromatic scale, then you should have all of your notes. And you can use sightreadingfactory.com. I will put a link down in the description box. So sightreadingfactory.com will randomly generate sight reading examples. So you can put in your key, you can put in your time signature, you can put in your level of difficulty, and of course your instrument. And it will do up to 20 random sight reading pieces for free, and then you sign up. I think it's $35 per year for the thing if you want to continue, but you can at least get 20 for free. You can try it out and help prepare yourself for your audition.
Tip number 3.
And for tip number 3, calm down. It's okay. Let my students give you some examples on how to calm yourself down, or just how to make auditions a better experience in general.
I'm sure everybody knows how it feels to be nervous, but like when you get that way, I like to think of it as like when you're usually practicing by yourself, so it's easier to relax and like know that it's not the end of the world if you mess up.
Mine is like I have to take breaths and try to calm down before
that's good.
I perform.
Just picture yourself playing by yourself, how you would practice when you were out, so it feels natural.
So basically what it boils down to is to give your best audition. You want to be prepared, You want to know everything that is required in the audition and have that prepared. You want to practice your sight reading to make sure that you're able to do that well. And you want to be able to battle your nerves and calm them down in order to be able to get through the auditions. Now, we're not saying that you're not going to be nervous. Everyone gets nervous. Well, most people get nervous. Are you nervous?
You're never nervous.
But what you can do is learn the things that you need to do to get through the nervousness and to be able to play through your nervousness. For instance, if you don't use a vibrato and you are nervous and the nervousness makes your chin dribble, so you have vibrato. Everyone's heard that nervous vibrato before. But learn how to use it. Now you have a vibrato that you can try to use when you play. The key is to learn what to do. And if I can make this tip number 1, please, brass players, empty your spit. Make sure you empty your spit before you play anything. As soon as you walk in the room and sit down, empty your spit. After you play your first song, empty your spit. After you play your next piece, empty your spit. Empty your spit as much as you can, because there's nothing worse than playing a whole audition with that spit bubble in there. So make sure you do that. As always, if you have any questions or comments or want some help, you can hit me up in the comments below or on Twitter, Instagram at J2Horn, or hit me up on Facebook. Now, go kill that audition. Go practice.